What's going on, guys? It's Jack Gills 8075 here, back again with episode 4 of the Erste FC Magdeburg RTG career mode on Football Manager 2020. So, of course, in episode 3, the last episode, we cruelly got beat by Schalke in the DFB Pokal first round. We went 1-0 up. Gregoric got that really late equaliser, and then we sort of embarrassed ourselves on penalties. So yeah, that was not too good. So in today's episode, we're going to be playing Bayern's reserves and then fellow East German side FSV Zwickau. But before we do that, I've got two new signings to introduce you to. These will probably be the last because the deadline day is coming up in about a week, transfer deadline, and then I'll take you over what happened with the two games we played off camera. So first of all, we'll introduce you to the two new signings. Our first one is Mariba, who is joining his Barcelona teammate Fatty on loan here. So Mariba is a Ghanaian wonder kid, midfielder. He can sort of play all over the midfield. He can also just play on the wing. As you can see there, and he can sort of play striker as well. So he's an all-rounder, decent player, 3 stars. I put him in midfield because he's better than the other option we had. I think that was Reuter, who was sort of not doing too well anyway in the last 2 games that we played off camera. So it's good to have Mariba, and we're not paying any of his wages. He's on 0%, 16, decent player. So it's good to have him. And then we got a Liam Miller on loan from Liverpool, 3-star striker. Again, not playing any of his wages. Already been capped for Canada at senior level internationally. And yeah, a decent player. He'll play second fiddle to Beck. Got decent amount of pace. His shooting's not bad for a 3-star striker either. Again, we're not paying any of his wages. So the reason I haven't actually bought anybody properly, I'm only doing free transfers and loans and everything, is because obviously when we go into the Zweite Bundesliga, the Bundesliga 2, there's going to be, star levels will change and everything, and I've really got to evaluate that. So that's why for now I'm just bringing in loanees, young players, sort of strengthening up. And if some of these players do well, we might be able to get them back on loan or player swaps or try and get them on pre-contracts or whatever. Just depending on how their contracts run down. So this lad is decent, Liam Miller. So yeah, we brought him on loan, the young Canadian. So there are 2 new signings, and that's how I've just went back to our usual formation. So I need to go over what happened off camera. So of course we played SV Meppen and Eintracht Braunschweig off camera. So against Meppen, we did really, really well. We got a 5-1 win. Fatty and Beck both grabbing themselves braces, and then Costley just sort of put the final nail in the coffin at the end there. Really dominant performance out of us in that game, I've got to say. Villievzev got a late goal, but by that point, merely a consolation. A bit annoyed we didn't keep the clean sheet, but brilliant win. 5-1, played some really, really good football in that game. And yeah, overall, it was a game we're expected to win. The second game, we have picked up our first league loss, unfortunately, against Eintracht Braunschweig. So Braunschweig actually had 2 goals disallowed. We were not great in that game. We were not bad, I've got to say. We were playing some good football, but Eintracht Braunschweig slightly too much for us. Sadly, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Tough away game, Eintracht Braunschweig. Peru, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Got himself a hat-trick. Proschwitz as well. Fatty, Bertram and Gajula got the goals for us. So yeah, unfortunately we just couldn't find an equaliser in that. But there we go. Magdeburg are actually sort of friendly. Magdeburg fans are actually sort of friendly with Eintracht Braunschweig. So it wasn't that tough of a pill to swallow, because our fans are sort of friendly with Eintracht Braunschweig as a club. I think a draw would have been a fair result because towards the end we really started pushing. But, that's the way, that is football. That is football. So today we're going to be playing, like I said, Bayern reserves and Zwickau. So Bayern reserves, I thought we'll play them because obviously, they're sort of one of the big teams in the division. They've got some really good players, and if you can see their form there, they're doing quite well. They're 6th. We've been left 3rd after that loss, but that's not too bad because obviously it's early doors in the season, only 6 games in. So yeah, we're going to be playing Bayern 2. Now their manager is Sebastian Hoeneß. A bit of nepotism going on there because Dad Uli is actually the Bayern chairman. He's the Bayern president. So yeah, that's going to be fun. But we're going to be playing Bayern reserves this episode in FSV Zwickau. So when we get on the Zwickau game, I'll explain about Zwickau as a fellow East German side, because I'm going to try and play every fellow East German team in this RTG, just to sort of, because it's all about East German football and everything. So we're going to just jump right into the Bayern 2 game. We got Magdeburg players. Lesja, he's been called up for the Kosovo squad for the under 21 matches. That's brilliant news. So there we go. This is how we are going to line up against Bayern 2. Just get their squad numbers put in. So there we go. We're at home. We should have too much quality for them. So that's how Bayern 2 are going to line up. Huhn and Kell, both really good players. And there you go. They are going with a 4-4-2. So hopefully we can find a way to. These are basically the future generation of Bayern. So if we can beat them, we're doing a goodness. There we go. Good ball forward. Hoffman picks it up. Fatty round Mariba. Fatty gets a goal, and that's his 10th goal of the season already. Fatty's doing really well. That's Fatty. Brilliant goal out of Fatty there. 1-0. Pertl. Going again. Bertram. Got us 2-0, 28 minutes in. Good stuff here, lads. Gute Fußball, as they say in Germany. Sehr gut. And, yep, going into half-time. That's us 2-0, or if we're going to be speaking German, 2-0. 3 shots, 2 on target. From the 2 we had on target, we have scored. So, brilliant, yep. Fatty and Bertram getting themselves on the score sheet there. 2-0, I'm really impressed. Let's see what Bayern are up to. They're playing defensive. I think we should just try and stick the boot in a bit more in the second half. Really good stuff there. I'm just worried that Fatty might get a call, but we're playing well. That's another ball, good ball forward. I think there was a foul. Pertl, Fatty was body checked by a Bayern 2 player. We got a free kick. And Merschel, what a goal from that free kick. 3-0, 3-0. It's in German. Merschel puts it in for there. It was a bit Tony Kroos-esque. If you remember that goal in the World Cup. That's Merschel put that in, and it's 3-0. Carrying it forward. We're not doing bad at all. Every shot we've had on target was scored, which is really good. Kell's been taken off injured, and I think we'll make a sub now. Just have a sit rep on how people are doing it. Beck's a bit tired. Miller will get his debut. And I think just to give us a bit more, so it's anchor us in midfield a bit, we'll change the mentality a bit, we'll put Preisinger on, who of course is a ball-winning midfielder, just to sort of slow things down in the midfield a bit. But apart from that, we are doing not bad. Let's go. Aufgeht's Magdeburg. Perfect 3-0 win. Some good football being played here. Not being too possessively dominant. Forward again. And it's another free kick. Preisinger. And it's over. We've only got a minute left. And that's the game. 3-0 win over Bayern reserves. Really good football from Magdeburg there. Ich habe viel Stolz. I have lots of pride. It's brilliant out of Magdeburg there. Robin Brown, the referee, was sympathetic. Maybe that's why we got so many free kicks. But no, brilliant. That Moschel goal was fantastic. Brilliant football played. Confident 3-0 win. A lot of good 8s and 9s in there. Bertram, man of the match. Yeah, really proud Magdeburg there. Superior finishing, of course, we were clinical. Our 3 shots on target, we scored. Bayern didn't have a single shot on target. Amazing display. So if we look at the positives, clinical finishing, defence time to tackle as well, defence dominated in the air, conceded a few clear-cut chances, maintained good width, and the striker was dominant in the air. That's what I like to hear. So the striker struggled to bring teammates into play, and striker didn't test the opposition keeper enough. I might start Miller over Beck in the Zwickau game. I don't know, but perfect, brilliant 3-0 win, Magdeburg. Very happy with that. Yeah, that's what you like to see as a manager, confident win. So we have got Zwickau next, who, if we check, are in the relegation zone right now, 17th. So hopefully can beat them away, though, at the Stadion Zwickau. And this is an East German affair. So before we move on to the game, I'm going to explain about Zwickau as a club, because they're a fellow East German club. So Zwickau used to be known as Sachsenring Zwickau. Sachsenring were the car company in East Germany, and if you know those little East German cars, Trabant, Sachsenring were the company that made Trabants, and they were made in Zwickau. And yeah, Zwickau were the Trabant Car Factory Works team. They were massive in East Germany as well. They actually caused a few shocks in the European Cup and that. They beat Liverpool at Anfield, which is quite unknown about, but they actually did back in the 60s or 70s. So yeah, Zwickau were another big East German club. After the wall came down, they did not fare too well either. Renamed themselves to sort of get away from the whole communist thing. Yeah, now they're in the 3 League. I think they stayed up this season. I can't quite remember in real life, but yeah, they're sort of one of the lesser clubs in the division, but they're a fellow East German side, and that's why I want to be playing them. Yeah, we just got a board confidence update. Those don't really matter right now. Yep, so that's the transfer deadline going to go after this. So if we look at the team report, they've not got any major concerns. It's all negatives, which is good for us. They're going to be setting up 4-4-2, which is positive. Marshall got himself in the team of the week, which is good stuff. Bearings. Right, okay, so that's deadline day gone. We've made all the signings that we need, really. Might make some more signings at Christmas. Miller is not available for this game because he's out on international duty. I forgot about that, so we'll put Scott on the bench. Yep, so Beck's going to have to play in this game. Well, you know what the score is? Aufgeht's Magdeburg against a fellow East German club. Can we beat them? I hope so. They also have a player out on international duty. The Stadion Zwickau. Marshall plays it up. Good stuff from Marshall there. Through Bertram. 1-0. Brilliant start. Bertram's already beginning to look a bit good player. Oh! And they've got their equaliser disallowed. Zwickau trying to get through there, but the goal was disallowed. Marshall's in. Our throw. Oh, that was some bad defending there. Ellis Hoot getting the goal for Zwickau, and it's 1-1 at half time, level at the break. They went up to 4-3-3. I think what we'll do is we've not been brilliant. I think we'll bring Beck off at half time, bring Steine on instead. Aufgeht's Magdeburg. Hopefully we can do this. A point wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but they are in the relegation zone, so hopefully we can get a win. We've no other shooting boots on today. Poor defending. Deal with it. Right, good. It's a ball in. Steine, he gets the goal. We're back on top. Brilliant stuff, boys. Don't want to make subs just yet. I think we could be getting... Bring Fatty off. And I think we are going to bring Costly on instead in there. And then Bertram off, Scott on. There we go. 2 attacking options. I want for us to go and bury the game. Forward. Steininger, but I think that's it. Full time 2-1. We got out of jail a bit there. Steine. I'm just going to call him Steine. Okay, I'm struggling with that name. Steine got us the late, well, not late, but he got us the winner in this deep into the second half. Not the best performance, but 3 points is 3 points. Pertl had a poor game. 5 match rating. If you look at the positives, midfield show good creativity and the defence time tackles well, but the striker, again, Beck did not play well. Beck did not have a good game. Striker didn't test the opposition keeper enough and wasteful goalkeeper distribution. And I will agree with what the assistant is saying. It was just about job done against a fellow East German team, Zwickau. I thought the Trabant Car Factory team were about to run us over. That was a really bad joke. I thought we were going to get driven over there by Zwickau, but it's okay. So 2 wins, and that puts us top of the league. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. After those 2 games, a brilliant win over Bayern 2, not the best win over Zwickau. So yeah. So for next episode, guys, if we just look at the fixtures, for next episode we are going to be playing Kaiserslautern and Halle on Tuesday. Kaiserslautern, of course, massive team. Everybody knows about Kaiserslautern, fallen giants, and then Halle. It will be Derby Day when we play Halle. Um, Halle are, of course, our regional rivals, the Saxony-Anhalt derby. They're the other big team in Saxony-Anhalt. So yeah, massive, massive game against Halle. Now there's a big gap between the two games, so what I might do is talk you through some stuff in that on that episode. But that's all the boring stuff for now. Really confident win, and I think we're really settling into life in the three league well. If you look at this, we've played six, we played eight, sorry, won six, drawn one, and lost one. So we're not doing too badly. We've also got the best attack in the division, which is fantastic. Fatty has got 9 and 8 because one of those goals was in the cup. So yeah, really good, really impressed with this Magdeburg team. And that is that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You know what to do. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you're dropping by for the first time, please subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Jack out.